Welcome back, paddlers. Today I have a special video. When I started making this video, I thought it would be fun to make a baseline of my kayaking skills and check back in a year to see how much I progressed. Well, let's say I got carried away a bit. Let's check it out. Not many of you know is that I work as a game designer and app developer. So it started as a basic video, basically turned into me making a whole app. I pictured a baseline as stats of a game character, so you would score on 5 different categories, being technique, knowledge, endurance, safety, and skill. Then I compiled a list of 20 questions which would roughly measure those 5 categories. Now, it's nowhere near perfect and it's mainly for fun, but still the result that you get from the app should still be really useful to check your progress. So without further ado, let's jump in and check out my baseline. I also encourage you to get your own baseline. So go to the link in the description and fill out the questionnaire. Okay, so let's kick it off. So my name is Lex, if you didn't know, now you know. Alright, how many different strokes do you master? I don't know if I master any stroke, but I know the front stroke and the back stroke, so I guess 2. How would you judge your own form? I think it's pretty average. It's definitely not good. How many different types of kayaks have you paddled? Well, just a recreational kayak, so 1. Do you know how to read nautical charts? Well, I'm terrible at reading maps, so I'm gonna say no. Can you navigate with a compass? Well, I should be able to. I was a scout for a couple of years, but I completely forgot how to use one. So unfortunately, it's also a no. Do you know how to read tide charts? When I made this questionnaire, I know the answer to this, and the answer is no, I do not know how to read tide charts. Your knowledge about kayaks, pedals, and other related safety gear. I've done some research for this channel, for my Instagram, to make these questions. Watched a lot of videos. I would say I know something. Did you ever pass any official kayaking course? Well, I did a beginner's course, but I don't really think that counts, and I forgot a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna say no. After roughly paddling 5 kilometers, which of the following is true? I could go for another 50, I'm fine, I'm dying. Well, my Aldefana trip was 8 kilometers and I was fine then. Not sure if I could go for another 50 and I felt my arms a little bit, so I'm gonna say I'm fine. I was definitely not dying. How would you judge your paddling speed? Below, average, or above average? I would say average. It's definitely not below and it's also not above, so I'm gonna say average. In how many strokes can you stop your kayak when traveling at average speed? 3 or less, 5 or less, 6 or more? I actually don't know, so I'm just going to say 6 or more. Have you followed any water rescuing courses? No, not yet. I did a lot of rescue swimming when I was little, but I forgot a lot, so I'm going to say no. Can you re-enter your kayak from the water, alone or with help? I also haven't tried, but I'm just going to say no, because I don't think I can. I can take my kayak and swim back to shore, but that's not re-entering from the water, right? Can you perform a wet exit with a spray skirt? No. At my previous beginner's course, I did do a wet exit without a spray skirt, but that's not the question. Can you pedal backwards in a straight line for at least 25 meters? I wouldn't know. I have never tried, so I'm gonna say no again. Can you perform a roll? Well, that's definitely on my bucket list to learn, and I definitely want to do that. But now, no, I cannot do a roll. When you get in or out of a kayak, which of the following is true? I jump in and go, I'm a little shaky, I'm freaking out. Well, I'm definitely not freaking out. And I'm also definitely not just jumping in and going. It's a little bumpy and a little shaky. So I'm gonna say I'm a little shaky. Do you have any white or rough water experience? Again, I'm gonna say no. There's not a lot of white or rough water. Well, there's seas, of course, here in the Netherlands, but there's not really white water. So I'm gonna say no again. What is the longest distance you've paddled in one day? That would be my Aldefana trip, which was 8 kilometers, so I'm gonna say less than 15. And the final question, do you always wear a PFD? I'm gonna say yes for the question. Alright, well, I guess that's an expected result. A little less on knowledge, a little less on safety. Those are things I guess you learn in courses. A lot of research and a lot of practicing. Same with technique and other skills. I guess it's to be expected that it looks like this. Really curious to see if I take this test in a year, what my end result will be. Lots of room for improvement there, paddlers. I'm very curious to see your baseline, so follow the link in the description and post them on Instagram using this hashtag. If you want to see my progress, subscribe to the channel, and as always, like if you like, and don't forget to pedal on.